Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another exciting edition of Sports Fellas Daily Updates. Exactly 19 days more for the 2025 AFCON tournaments. Expectations are very high for our very own Super Eagles after missing out on the 2026 FIFA World Cup tournament. We are going to talk about their preparations and final man squad for this AFCON tournament. Before I do that, if you are new on this platform, quickly let's do it together. Subscribe to the channel, hit on the post notification bell for more updates. Like the video by showing love to the Super Eagles and also the AFCON tournament. After that, share to other social media platforms. As usual, my name is Solomon Kwajasante, your only nomenclature, what the engineer's philosophy in sports, a Ghanaian who has declared his full support for Nigeria sports with a Nigerian name, the only one, Solomon Chukwu Emeka. Please do also leave your decent comments in the comment box for special shoutouts in my subsequent videos. And no more straightforward. Let's get into the video and start from the 2025 AFCON tournaments regarding our Super Eagles of Nigeria. The 2025 AFCON tournament is scheduled to take place in Morocco from the 21st of December 2025 to the 18th of January 2026. So we have exactly 19 days more for this AFCON tournament. Today is the 2nd of December 2025. And in the month of December 2025, our Super Eagles of Nigeria have 4 matches to be played. The first one is an international friendly game. And the last 3 matches of the month of December 2025 are AFCON group matches. The first international friendly game will take place against the Pharaohs of Egypt on the 14th of December 2025. And the first group game of the 2025 AFCON tournament will take place against Tanzania on the 23rd of December 2025. 4 days later will be our second group game against Tunisia on the 27th of December 2025. And 3 days later, on the 30th of December 2025, will be against Uganda. So Nigeria will play against Egypt, an international friendly game. After that, we will play against Tanzania, Tunisia, and Uganda in that respective manner for the 2025 AFCON tournament. And ahead of this AFCON tournament, we are all sitting on tenterhooks, waiting for Eric Sequichel to release his final man squad. I have already reported to you on this platform that head coach of the Super Eagles, Eric Sequichel, has submitted a expanded 55-man provisional squad to the Nigerian Football Federation, waiting for the authorization and guidance, same as the new CAF regulations for this AFCON tournament, as to whether he's going to trim the squad list from 55 to be between 23 and 27-man squad. We know that with the new CAF regulation, any country can register at least 23 to 27 players for the AFCON tournament, not for only this AFCON tournament, but for any other AFCON or CAF major tournaments, so that you can get to know how best you can play in the AFCON tournament without doubts. And ahead of the squad list to be released by Eric Sequichel and the Nigerian Football Federation, with the latest reports coming in, he has been given the nod to select 28 players. Why 28 instead of 27? According to Eric Sequichel, there is a doubt around the availability of one player before the commencement of this AFCON tournament. So if so, that player will be excluded, remaining 27 players. CAF will take place or will take the course of these 23 players. The remaining 4 players will be taken by that of the Nigerian Football Federation. They are going to take the course of the remaining 4 players. So what CAF will do is they will take the accommodation, the transportation or travel, and the competition logistic of all these 23 players. These are the official ones. And the 4 players, you can vary your financial consideration to see whether you best be fit for the extra charges for these 4 players, of which for now, with a meeting held yesterday in Abuja, the NFF are ready to cater for the accommodation, transportation, and competition logistics for all these 4 players. So this is the latest coming in from Eric Sequichel. He made a case for himself that he wants to expand the squad list so that at least with the young players being introduced into the Super Eagles team, he can start with the process of rebuilding the Super Eagles team after missing out on the 2026 FIFA World Cup tournament. And with the latest reports that I have, it suggests that campaign might commence on the 8th of December 2025. That is the latest coming in from the camp of the Super Eagles. And looking at the time at this moment, it will be very difficult for them to release a provisional man squad. So definitely we are anticipating for the final man squad, which I think from the exclusives that I've spoken about, 28 players to be released by head coach of the Super Eagles, Eric Sekuchel. So these are the latest surrounding our squad list as we are gearing out for the 2025 AFCON tournament. Still in the camp of the Super Eagles, according to the latest reports coming in, suggests that new player Rafu Durosimi, who plays his club football for Victoria Pleasant, has received his first call-up to play for the Super Eagles. According to the source that made this revelation is that he was included in the 55-man provisional squad. As to whether he's going to make the final cuts, he doesn't know. But with what has transpired between his agents and Eric Sekuchel, he reckons that this player will make the final cuts for the Super Eagles in the AFCON tournament. Let's have a deep dissection of who Rafu Durosimi is and for his club side, same as a beneficial to the Super Eagles of Nigeria's team. He plays for Victoria Pleasant in Czech Republic. He was born on the 1st of January 2003, so currently he is 22 years. Predominantly, he plays as a center forward. He can play as a second striker, same as a right winger. Let's give out the statistics and analysis of how he has performed this season for his club side, Victoria Pleasant. He has played 16 matches or 16 league matches. He has scored 6 goals. When you go into the UEFA Europa League, he has played 5 matches. He has scored 2 goals. In the Mo Cup, he has played 2 matches. That is a cup match or a cup tournament in Czech Republic. He has scored 2 goals, same as the UEFA Champions League qualifiers before they were being eliminated into the Europa League. He played 4 matches and scored 2 goals. So this is the latest surrounding Rafu. And as whether he'll be part of the final man squad, we are waiting to see how things will go from the final man squad released by Eric Sekuchel and the Nigerian Football Federation. So that is the latest coming in. As to how he'll be very beneficial to the Super Eagles team is one, he is very prolific when it comes to his power and physicality up front. Aside that, he's a clinical and direct finisher of the ball when he's up front leading the main team of his club side, Victoria Pleasant, and he has been lured by Eric Sekuchel to be part of the Super Eagles final man squad for the 2025 AFCON tournament. So this is the latest surrounding Rafu Durosimi, who plays his club football for Victoria Pleasant, and he might also be a backup to Cleared-Osimhen, but he will come in a tight competition or contention with the likes of Akko Adams, Paul Onuachu, who might return to the Super Eagles team, and other key forwards of the Super Eagles team, Terry Murphy and others. Away from his camp and with respect to our squad list for the AFCON tournament, let's talk about this new player. This is the very 5th time I'm talking about him. His name is Alibasu, who plays his club football for Blackburn Rovers in the championship. The last time I spoke about this guy, I told you that he might miss out on the 2025 AFCON tournament due to the uncertainties around his securing Nigerian passports. But with the latest reports coming in, Nigerian Football Federation, Eric Sekuchel, and the Super Eagles technical team have tried as much as they can to quicken the process for him to get his passport. And at this moment, everything has resolved for Alibasu to be part of the Super Eagles final man cards for the 2025 AFCON tournament. Predominantly, he plays as a right back. He can play as a right midfielder. He can also play as a center back, same as a left back. He's very versatile in terms of the defensive parts of play for Blackburn Rovers. This season, about 17 games, he has assisted once and also scored once. When you talk about player with that strong crossing ability, he's one of them. And when you talk about a player who can dominate play in terms of pace and stamina, this is a player that I'm talking about. He's having all these qualities to be part of the Super Eagles team. That is how he best befits the Super Eagles team. So that is the latest surrounding him. He pledged his allegiance, or he tried to come in to pledge his full international future to Nigeria just last week. And from there, he has been able to get his Nigerian passport and is ready to represent the Super Eagles, especially with the right back position. Ola Aina might not make the final cuts, same as Benjamin Frederick, due to injuries. This time around, Bright Osai Samuel might partner that of Alibasu. So that is the latest coming in from his camp. Let me end this presentation from former Nigeria international Yakubu Aiyegbeni has spoken at length. He's the all-time Nigerian top scorer in the English Premier League. According to him, the Nigerian Super Eagles team embody these four players or the quartets: Ademola Lookman, Victor Osimhen, Calvin Bassey, and Alex Iwobi, based on their abilities, their capabilities, their drive and importance in the Super Eagles team. They are the outstanding players in the Super Eagles team at the moment. This is what he thinks. And he has highlighted on how these players are very beneficial to the Super Eagles team. According to him, Victor Osimhen stands tall among the four players. He can see what he's doing, same as we are all seeing what he does for the Super Eagles team during matches. The kind of pressing, the kind of energy, momentum, and everything that he exerts on the Super Eagles team during their matches. And with Calvin Bassey, he's a strong force backline for the Super Eagles. Same as Alex Iwobi, he's a type of player who battles with the ball, and aside that, he's not that type of player who can push in more, giving strikers or the attackers the balls that they need. So we need other creative attacking midfielders or creative central midfielders to be part of the Super Eagles team, who can produce as many as they can ball to the attackers of the Super Eagles team, so that we can score as many as goals that you want within the Super Eagles team. And he said we missed the service of Ademola Lookman. If he had formed during the World Cup qualifiers, definitely the Super Eagles might be in the 2026 FIFA World Cup tournament. So he's just praying that Ademola Lookman will come back stronger with his form in the AFCON tournament, so that he can replicate what he did in the last AFCON tournament in Ivory Coast in the Super Eagles team in this AFCON tournament in Morocco. Let's enjoy every bit of moment with explanation based on the dissection with all these four players: Victor Osimhen, Ademola Lookman, Calvin Bassey, and Alex Iwobi. The first one is Victor Osimhen. Yeah, we keep talking about Victor Osimhen. He has been the number one Nigeria's best player. These are the words of Yakubu Aiyegbeni. He's like a leader in the team. You see the aggression, the fight on the pitch. He is giving everything on the pitch. Now to Calvin Bassey. Then you have Calvin Bassey, the central defender from Fulham. Bassey has been another one. He is really solid in the team. He is a fighter. He gives 100% in the team. These are the words from Yakubu Aiyegbeni about Calvin Bassey. Now to Ademola Lookman. There have been 2 or 3 players that have been really impressive. It's just a shame we didn't see the best of Ademola Lookman. He is another good one. It's just the situation with his club. I hope he gets back to his best before the AFCON so that he can help us. We did miss him in the qualifiers. He's talking of the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. For the games we played, we really missed him because he was not the Lookman that we know. Sometimes football is up and down. That is the trace and turns in football. But he is another good one. Final on Alex Iwobi. Alex Iwobi has been all right. He has been doing all right as well too. He's running around, but we still need a creative midfielder in the team who can pass the ball to the strikers. We don't have it. Alex is not the guy who can pass the ball to the striker. He's just buzzing around, getting the ball, passing it. We need someone who can pass forward. He ended up with these words about Alex Iwobi. We don't have JJ Okocha anymore. So we don't have it. So that is the problem we have with the national team. We need a creative midfielder who can pass the ball. We have too many defensive midfielders, but the defense is quite solid. But maybe not enough goals at the moment. No, that is why we struggle. So these are the reasons given out about the quartets that he thinks or he reckons they are the outstanding players within the Super Eagles current squad. They embody the current squad spirits, and these are the words of former Nigeria international or former Nigeria striker Yakubu Aiyegbeni. I don't know as to whether you align with his words. You can also share your candid opinion in the comment box. So these are the latest surrounding our Super Eagles and some players, especially regarding our last matches for the year 2025, going into the year 2026, particularly about the 2025 AFCON tournament. As usual, Sports Fella is your headquarters of all the background news, camp news, stories, excitements, live feeds, everything surrounding our very own Super Eagles team. Before I take a leave of you, I'm being supported by my hardworking chief editor, Emmanuel Kwame Asiedu, and my amazing graphic designer, Dominic. And let me give special shout out to these amazing commenters. Special shout out to my very own Peter Osai. I do appreciate your support. Special shout out to Rafu Durosimi, Ola Tukombu. I do appreciate your support. Osasu, I do appreciate your support. Isaac Adibari, I do appreciate your support. Special shout out to Jolly Pipa. I do appreciate the support of Muhammad Kadri, and to No Sign of Weakness. I do appreciate your support. Special shout out to Al Baka. I do appreciate the support of Ganil Iwo. I do appreciate your support. Pastor Vitus, I do appreciate your support. Apostle of Worship TV, I do appreciate your support. And special shout out to Tajudena Asifu, I do appreciate your support. To other commenters under my previous videos, we are back for all the back-to-back content on Sports Fella. So just keep it logged here. Let's meet in the next one. Until you meet again, it's bye for now.